welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Panama City. And a shout out to our online community. So glad you're here with us today. We are in the process of studying the book Point of Power by Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck. And so we continue our journey into this study. The purpose of this community-wide study is to follow the path deeper into the use of the metaphysical tools and principles, and more importantly, to solidify the idea of who and what we are here on the planet, what we are, who we are, the power that we have, and to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are spiritual beings. So in order for us to comprehend this at a deeper level, we need to be here now, to just breathe into each and every now moment. We've all heard many times, the now is all you have. Oops, there it is. It's gone. It's a new now. So after last week, I have held the vision for each and every one of you, and for the folks who have watched online or listened to the recording, that they have moved beyond their old process of prayer and embraced, or at least are working towards, embracing a new way of praying. To move beyond the old stuck behavior that's in the back corner in the bottom of the old addict brain, and to step into a new experience. So my prayer is that you are resolving those old behaviors, those old spiritual religious habits. Not the ones the nuns wore. This is your habit that you carry with you. And so as we grow into the study of metaphysics as truth, we must know that the embedded theology of our past has its place in the past. For those of you who are newcomers today, please go to the website or our YouTube channel to catch up on what I'm talking about, because we worked on prayer, the passion of prayer, and we got giddy with prayer, didn't we? Yes. All right. So as we move forward, each and every one of us must do our own work. I have to do my work, you have to do your work. I can't do your work for you, and you can't do mine. Aren't you grateful? You only have yourself to deal with. Yes, your family members have their own responsibility. It is not your responsibility to do the prayer work and consciousness shifting of them, parents. It's their thing. So I invite you to do whatever it takes for you to shift in consciousness to a place where you can know at the core of your being that you are the point of power, of divine energy here on the planet. Affirm with me, I am the point of power. That's good. I heard conviction. So your homework that I sent you away with last week was to also stop hiding your truth and to pray from that place of connection, to pray to a place of deeper connection and oneness with the divine, and to build that relationship with the divine spirit at the core of your being. So, how'd y'all do? You're working it? You're running? It's one or the other. Only you know. So keep at it. It's a process. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. This is the law of mind action." And in my observation and working with people and observing myself, I know that it is not the law itself that we have trouble with. Oh no. It's the decision part. Yep. The law continues to work whether we are conscious or unconscious. It is the decision-making part where we spiritual beings having a human experience trip over our own 2 feet. We say we want to manifest something in our world. Greater health, for example. That's a universal one that we're all working on at some level. And yet, common behavior is that we continue to speak and think thoughts that keep us in not having a greater health experience. May I have an amen? I knew it was out there. So, unless we stop that chatter and change the internal dialogue that is going on to affirm that there is health and wholeness at the core of my being, that I was born and made in the image and likeness of the divine, and I am perfect and whole as I am, regardless of if I feel like it or if I think it when I woke up that morning. Because sometimes you're a little creaky. I was a little creaky after resetting chairs and hauling boxes and all of that. And I won't speak for anyone else, but I changed that thought immediately because I know that the power of the universe moves through me. Oh, get out of the way. That's what I tell Rob. Oh, get out of the way. So, in metaphysical circles, we say a lot this phrase. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. We are saying that the law of mind action is actively at work at the level of our own mind. And what that means is that whatever we think about, we bring about. Whatever we think about with emotion will affect our mental and emotional state. Because it's a spiral, it's the merry-go-round, it's the roller coaster we willingly climb on with our thoughts. If you want to live in nirvana or heaven, you must think happy, joy-filled thoughts. If you want to experience hell and doomsday, then chances are good you need to think angry, sad, blaming thoughts. It's a choice. It's a habit. And when a habit is given no supervision or instruction, it's the habit that overtakes your life. So if we allow the decision-making part of our consciousness to be asleep at the wheel, one lonely, sad, blaming, angry thought leads to 2, leads to 10, leads to 20. Oh my God, we're spiraling down into doomsday, darkness, and gloom. Is that where you want to go? Thank you. Wisdom from the congregation. What we can do is inspire our decision-making faculties to make better choices, to be consciously alert while driving the body temple through life. Now, if you are driving, if your driver is alert, you will recognize the warning signs on the side of the road, will you not? You could choose not to turn down the road labeled sad and angry, blaming thoughts. You could pass that road right up. You could wait for the next exit. You could drive down melancholy lane or mediocre park experience. Or you can hit the gas and go to Miraculous Avenue, and further on down the street is Magnificence Boulevard. I want to go there. But we need to make a conscious choice. We need to make a committed decision. Oh my God, I said the C word. Committed. Commitment. Human beings have issue with the word commitment. Not all of you, I know all of you are very committed to everything you choose and where your thoughts are leading you because you're here now. Look at you. Well done, team. So once we make a committed decision to have a new thought, to shift our consciousness 2 degrees, to take a detour on the road, to keep our driver awake and alert, we can use that detour to our blessing. We can use the detour labeled affirmations and denials. We can use the detour labeled 5 principle. We can use the detour labeled prayer and meditation to shift our life, to shift our consciousness, to shift our behavior. All of those things are consciousness conditioners. We want to condition our mind to be a magnet for good. We want to condition our mind to affirm health and wholeness. We want to condition our mind and our heart for healthy, balanced experiences. Remember all the 12 powers? It was either healthy and balanced, or it was overdeveloped or underdeveloped. All of that is happening in your life and daily experience. And if your consciousness is conditioned, you will recognize when your love center is overdeveloped, underdeveloped, or balanced. Same with life, same with will, same with faith. So the consciousness conditioner helps us to change our experience. And this is the law of mind action. To deny or release thoughts and activities that spiral you down into a lower vibration. Or you can affirm thoughts and activities and experiences that spiral you up into a higher vibration. This is why that phrase in New Thought is so popular. It's fake it till you make it. Have you heard that one? Fake it till you make it. Because we're using those thoughts and affirming the good even though it may not really be there, but we're striving towards it. We need to affirm the good in our life so that we can vibrate at a level to match. And once we match, the universe provides. That's the law of mind action. Our balance of mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, psychological selves is an art form. Each and every one of you is a piece of art. And that balance must be attended to every single day, every single minute. It's a full-time job. That's why you don't have time to deal with anyone else. you are perfecting your art form. Paul Hasselbeck, the author of this book, says, "Truthfully, I cannot say with 100% certainty that we do not in some way contribute to or cause all of the events that happen in our lives. What I do know is that events happen. Some of them I obviously cause, others it appears I had nothing to do with. I also know that while I may not have control over all the events of my life, I certainly do have control over my experience of those events." He goes on to say, "My experience of an event has to do with the ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes I hold of the event, rather than the event itself. Events do not directly cause my inner experience, and this is really good news." He's affirming that we have choice in how we react, how we respond to our life. And we get the opportunity to look at the experience and say, do I want more of that? Maybe. And if the answer is no, then you get to change your thoughts so that we're not being the magnet to create more. He goes on to say that as we consciously choose the ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that we hold about the event, we also choose what it is we will learn from that experience. This is an important awareness. We talk about, this is my life lesson. Well, who's giving you that lesson? It's not some outer entity, because we don't believe in that, right? And if we're praying in oneness to a greater consciousness and experience of oneness, then our life lessons are also an internal thing. We get to choose what we learn from each and every event and activity in our life, and we get to choose what we learn from it. Oh, there she goes, popping the outer bubble again. Yeah. Our inner guide, our inner teacher, our intuition teaches us what we need to learn. Inner, inner, inner. Our soul is the inner teacher. Our connection to the divine is the inner teacher. We are one. There's never a time we are not one. So pay attention to your life. I feel like I've said this a million times to the teenagers I worked with for 18 years. Pay attention to your life. And you will learn everything you need to know from the experience in your life. Because our reactions provide us the learning opportunity to grow and to evolve mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Every time we react and then say, I need to make amends, that didn't come off the way my heart really intended, is an opportunity for you to practice those skills so that you can choose differently down the road, so that you can learn to be more compassionate from the start. And if you don't like the experiences that you're having, ask yourself, what thoughts have I been continually repeating? And what is the universe giving me that I am vibrating to so that it was a match An easy way to think about it is down the hall in the kids' room. We have these matching games. I'm sure you've seen them with the grandkids and the kids. And there's like, you match the picture of the cupcake with the picture of the cupcake, and the picture of the dog with the picture of the dog, and the picture of the cow with the picture of the cow. You follow me? Okay, so that's what the universe is doing. Okay, if you're vibrating in a state of woe is me, the universe will give you more opportunity to vibrate in the experience of woe is me. Okay? Or, you know how I love my ors. If you're vibrating in an experience of I am the healthiest, most beautiful, prosperous being on the face of the planet, what is the universe going to provide? Oh, exciting. That there will be more beauty and health and vibrance and prosperity. Doesn't that sound good? I'm tingling already. Just waiting for it to come in. It's on the way. Get out of the way. Here it comes. Your mind, your heart, when they are in balance and working together, is a magnet for your good. Think about what you are vibrating to and allow the universe to gift you with more good. I've said many times that the word God, G-O-D, expanded is the word good, G-O-D. So simple. We complicate it so as human beings. So Hasselbeck closed his 2 chapters with a thought. He said, "Isn't it great to know that our inner experiences of outer events don't choose us, but we choose them? Because knowing this truth, we can stand in the point of power of God manifested on the planet, and we have control over our lives, our thoughts, our ideas, and our experience. We are not victims. We are victors." May I have an amen? So knowing that truth, I absolutely have become so mindful about my thoughts. What am I drawing to me? So you get to this week, think about that for yourself. What are you ruminating on in your mind and heart? What are you drawing to you? What is that magnet in you pulling into your experience? And if you don't like it, change your thoughts. Enjoy the journey. We'll see you next week. There will be no Wednesday exploration this week because we will be off at the Southeast Regional Minister Licensed Teacher Conference. So we'll see you Sunday. Abundant blessings. Oh, no. We'll see you Friday for the As a Man Thinketh, more on the law of attraction. It's a great movie, and it speaks to more of this in a greater way, so you won't want to miss it. Namaste.